We've been expecting it for quite some time. I've been predicting it for at least almost 30 chapters. It was gonna happen at some point, and we finally have reached it. Chapter 228 of Black Clover ends off with a very big deal. We have reached the time skip for this series, and oh my gosh, where we're going with this story, it looks like we're heading into an all-out war, and I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. Black Clover Greatness, chapter 228. Let's go. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. That's right, people. I've been for a while calling it. We're gonna get a time skip at some given point. I thought it would happen probably 20 to 30 chapters ago, to be honest with you. It felt as though it was leaning towards that way, but it was good that it didn't happen that suddenly, because it allowed to get to this particular point. Because you gotta think, whenever they do time skips in battle manga and battle series in general, usually in order for the characters to kind of have some sort of growth and some big change in a way, it's good to have them leave their natural setting. Like, you know, you go to Naruto, Naruto left the village with Jiraiya to go training. You go to One Piece, the Straw Hats were all over the globe training in different aspects. So for it to get to this point where, okay, we're gonna have training in a whole different area, we needed to go somewhere else. And I'm glad that Tabata kind of shook things up a little bit, because at first it felt as though this arc was heading towards, you know, before we really ventured off into Heart Kingdom, that we were just going to go straight to the nation of Spade, that, you know, Asa's been rejected and thrown out of the Clover Kingdom, so okay, we're going to go straight into Spade to check out these demons. The fact that we went to Heart, and Heart Kingdom is seemingly going to be this big training ground for our people, I am really hyped for this. I'm not gonna lie, I've been dying to see where we're gonna go with it, what the time skip is gonna be like. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not that fond of the amount of time skip that we have, but we'll talk about it a bit. Let's try to take a little bit from the top, because we get something pretty big regarding the levels that Nero and Asta uphold. Because remember, we got the system last chapter, been already hinted for like a couple chapters, but last chapter really broke it down, the magic system of 0 through 9, and you know, the rankings and stuff like that. And the way the Princess of Heart broke it down is showing that Asta and Nero are both wild cards, and I'm curious how much more we can find out about Nero, because we've seen a little bit, of course, of the past of what happened with her in the first Wizard King and things like that. But the fact of her knowing these dark spells, you know, these demonic spells, and what happened, the classification that they gave Asta and her, because you can't really measure them in particular. Asta, you know, he would be below 9 because he has no magic, and Nero, the fact that she uses all these cursed spells and all this stuff like that, it shows that they're kind of a glitch in the system in a way, if you think about it, because where are you going to put them? They said Nero would be like maybe a 5 or a 6, but because of the stuff that she knows and she's done, she's a wild card. So they introduced the dark levels that these people are. They're basically like unclassified. You can't really put them anywhere, because Asta, you don't know what he's really capable of regarding magic, because he got none. So how can you put him on a system? But it's pretty freaking crazy that it gives them a unique thing, I guess. And at the same time, it's like, you can't really say that they're 0, you can't really say that they're 1 again, because you don't know. He got no magic. And then it hyped up things even more. I mean, don't get me wrong, last chapter already hyped things up when we saw that demon from the nation of Spade wipe out pretty much majority of the Diamond Kingdom and their captain level people. So it already kind of built things up even further. But then when it was told that Magicula is seemingly stronger than the devil that we just fought, which you gotta remember, you know, the devil that we just fought, it wasn't like it was, you know, some run-of-the-mill guy and we were able to beat him with, like, you know, let's just say just the Black Bulls. We had legendary people with us that aren't here anymore, that won't be able to participate in the next battle against Magicula. We had the first Wizard King, the man that slaughtered Lit when he went through, you know, his demonic phase and all that stuff, the, you know, crazy elf shit. So we had the first Wizard King, and we had Lit, and he was a legendary strong elf as well, one of the people that led all of these people into the big elf war that we had last arc. So we had 2 legendary strong people, and then of course we had all the captains and everything. So if we don't got those 2 at the very least anymore, which, you know, you take it back, it's kind of like the 4th grade Shinobi War, how we had like the Hokage and stuff like that. We don't got that no more. That's a wrap. So now the fact that it's building up that Magicula is even stronger than that, and it was a struggle to take down that devil. We had Gami, we had all of these incredibly powerful people going up against it, and it's still Magicula even more so getting more hype. Like, this dude better be hype. This dude better be strong as hell. The way they building it up, that we're even taking 6 months, like, he better be good. He better be damn good. And also Magicula, again, like, not only is he strong, they've already, you know, said that, but he's also made the Nation of Spade his home, which kind of makes me wonder, okay, how long has he been around? Where exactly he comes from? Are we going to explore at some given point the place where these demons and devils come from to begin with? Like, why is it that they're... Obviously, they want to come here and terrorize, and maybe our you know, world is a lot better than where they're from, so there's that. But it's just interesting there that, you know, this devil Magicula, he's no joke. Maybe I'm mistaken this, but Gaja actually got... And he's a level 0, so... The build-up for Magicula is insane. If Gaja took a scar to the face from this dude, the Nation of Spade is no joke, and this monster is like, yo, what? I'm just curious, what is he after? Is it just that he wants to see the destruction of the world? There's so many questions I have about Magicula right now, like putting all these curses. It's seeming, if he's using people from the Heart Kingdom, as the Princess of Heart said, the dude has just amassed an incredible amount of mana and all sorts of stuff, because not only is he probably naturally strong being a devil, he got all these people with him. And I'm excited to see, to be honest with you, something that was hinted at the end of the last devil arc or whatnot is, when are we going to get more of Asta's devil? Because it seems as though he's not a nice guy either. He didn't play with the previous devil. He kind of just made a joke and a mockery of him. I want to see the devil and Asta's grimoire go up against that devil Magicula, because it's gonna be hype. The jokes in this one, I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted to bring them up briefly. Hilarious stuff between the princess tripping and falling, even though it's supposed to be like, oh my god, the princess. That was hilarious. But the joke of it all, baby, Yami taking a dump. I was like, yo, they calling him for like, yo, okay, so what's the next moves? And he's like, I don't care right now, fam. I'm on the toilet. I'm about to squeeze a large one. I'm like, Yami, like, you gotta be so crude. Like, comedy was A1 in this one, and that's one of the things why I mess with Black Clover so much, because you got this serious situation right now. They're talking about going to war with basically the Nation of Spade and this powerful devil stronger than the last devil we fought, whatever. And Yami's like, yo, I'm taking a dump. Call me back later, fam. Like, what you doing right now? You interrupting my dump session, bro. And then even seeing Julius talking, which you got to think too, we don't have Julius to help us against Magicula. Julius is a kid now. He doesn't have the spells and the magic that he once had. But seeing that, it kind of built up more about, honestly, for me anyway, the Princess of Heart Kingdom, because you got to think, if she already knew about Julius's condition, which has seemingly been kept as a hush-hush situation, that like, yo, he's a kid now, he doesn't really have that magic. She knows a lot. She knew a lot in this chapter, so it's, I mean, not that I'm questioning her at this point, because why would she want to build up more people from Clover Kingdom? I mean, it could be that all along this is a trick just to get rid of, you know, an adversary. Like, you think about it, if they get rid of the Nation of Spade, then Heart Kingdom will have less of a struggle against like the Clover Kingdom. So it could be that they're just using kind of like, hey, let's work together, because you got to think, if they've been neutral this entire time, I mean, granted, yeah, they did reveal that the princess has 1 year to live, so maybe that's one of the reasons why they feel like they have to strike now. But just an idea that, yo, they get rid of Magicula, the princess's thing is over, she might wage war against Clover Kingdom. They're not weak, especially that this chapter revealed that they got, what, 5 level 0s with them. It's not gonna be a joke. Also, I thought it was dope that Julius at one point sparred with Gaja. Like, it seems as though Julius, like, it sucks that he's young now, because like he's kind of like, I don't want to say useless, but compared to what he was, the monster he was, like, I guess it makes it harder for us if you think about it, because prior to this one, and of course, you know, with the Elf arc, they had him dead, quote unquote, for the whole thing. But Julius would just be like a reckoning, like, okay, the Wizard King is gonna solve our problems immediately. So the fact that they did that, it was to take out a very strong player that would basically make a lot of the missions moving forward easier. So they didn't kill him, but making him a kid, he's just as, you know, worthless. Like, what is he gonna do? And then, of course, towards the end, they're going to be, for half a year, 6 months, training with the 5 level 0 spirit directors of Heart Kingdom to go to war with Magicula and the Nation of Spade. And it gave us like a few drawings of some of the people from the kingdom, you know, from the Crimson Lion, and it ends with, you know, as well, we're getting a time skip, baby. I'm so hyped. I'm here for it, baby. I am here for this. A time skip in Black Clover. I am so excited to see. Now, it's only 6 months, so it's not going to be a drastic thing. I'm imagining maybe Yuno will have longer hair. Asta might have longer hair, but I don't think the designs are going to change to the point where it was like, whoa, because it's only 6 months. Had it been a year or two, I think it would have been a different story. And honestly, I'm a little bit bummed that the time skip is only 6 months, just because I like to see a drastic change, and 6 months doesn't seem like that much of a time gap to really make these characters look different, but I'm imagining there's going to be at least a few tweaks to designs. Maybe a couple characters will get fatter, a couple characters will have longer, shorter hair, haircuts, all sorts of stuff. So I'm really excited for the character design switches, and just in general, like, we're having a time skip to go to a war arc essentially against a nation, and it's like two nations working together. And I don't completely, I'll be honest with you, even though Loro Pechica, which I want to say that's her name, the princess or whatever, she's been pretty honest with things up until this point. It could be all a ruse, it could be all a charade of like, yo, let's get rid of Nation of Spade first and Magicula, this curse, and then we're gonna take Clover Kingdom down. So you never know. But kind of curious what you guys think about this though. Are you here and excited for the 6-month time skip of Black Clover? Also, how you think is gonna go down the battle against Nation of Spade with the Clover Kingdom and the Heart Kingdom? Do you think the princess is up to something? You think she's just being 100% honest, or she's just putting on a good Aizen-esque routine of like, you never saw it coming, baby? Like Heart, they only been neutral because they were waiting to strike. And your overall thoughts and expectations for the future of Black Clover. We finally here at the time skip, and I am so pumped. Let's go! But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride. But I hope you know